Throughout history, people have often used the terms Jew, Israelite, and Israel interchangeably, believing they represent the same identity. But what if I told you that they each hold unique meanings, revealing the depth of a covenant that spans centuries? In this video, we'll delve into these differences, explore what defines each group, and look at how these distinctions shape God's unfolding promise. If you're curious to uncover this mystery, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, The Bible Stories for You, where ancient wisdom meets modern insights. Here you'll discover hidden histories and deepen your understanding of biblical stories in ways you may have never imagined. To understand these terms, we must start with the patriarchs, the founders of this legacy. God chose Abraham, calling him from his homeland and establishing a covenant that promised descendants as numerous as the stars. This covenant passed to his son Isaac and then to his grandson Jacob. It was Jacob who, after wrestling with an angel, received the name Israel, meaning one who struggles with God. From this moment, Jacob's descendants were known as Israelites, the people who came to embody the covenant with God. Each of Jacob's 12 sons became the head of a tribe, and together they formed the 12 tribes of Israel. For centuries, the term Israelite referred to all descendants of Jacob, signifying their role in God's covenant. However, the term Jew hadn't yet emerged. This would only come later, following a series of pivotal events that changed the course of history for Israel. When Israel reached its peak under King Solomon, internal struggles eventually led to a division in the kingdom around 930 BC. Israel became two separate entities, the northern kingdom, retaining the name Israel, and the southern kingdom known as Judah. This division had profound consequences. The northern kingdom comprised 10 tribes, while the southern kingdom included the tribes of Judah and Benjamin. This separation meant that while all Jews were Israelites, not all Israelites were considered Jews. The identity of Jew originated from those who lived in Judah, who began to distinguish themselves by their tribal and territorial identity. Over time, Jew came to represent the people from Judah who remained faithful to the temple in Jerusalem and preserved religious practices closely tied to the Torah. When the northern kingdom was conquered by the Assyrians in 722 BC, 10 tribes were scattered, becoming known as the lost tribes of Israel. However, Judah continued to survive as a symbol of religious and cultural preservation, shaping the term Jew into something deeply tied to both faith and tradition. Later, when the southern kingdom of Judah was conquered by the Babylonians in 586 BC, the Jews faced exile. This exile forced them to maintain their identity away from their homeland. Synagogues became centers for worship, and rabbis became the teachers of the law. Jewish identity transformed into one centered around practices, laws, and a resilient culture that could survive even in exile. When King Cyrus of Persia allowed the Jews to return to Jerusalem decades later, they brought back a strengthened commitment to their faith and heritage. The rebuilt temple symbolized a renewal of their covenant, and from this point, the term Jew not only identified a people of Judah, but a people united in covenant with God, regardless of location. Even today, Jewish identity is complex and layered. Some identify through religious practices, while others connect through cultural heritage, languages like Hebrew or Yiddish, and traditions that span generations. The re-establishment of Israel in 1948 brought about a new distinction, the identity of Israeli, which now refers to those who hold citizenship in Israel, a land of diverse backgrounds, ethnicities, and beliefs. God's covenant with Israel is not just a chapter in the Bible, it is an eternal promise that spans generations, cultures, and even nations. From Abraham to the 12 tribes and the establishment of modern Israel, this covenant serves as a testament to God's faithfulness. Prophets like Isaiah and Ezekiel spoke of a future hope, a time when Israel would be restored. This prophecy is still central to Jewish belief today and holds significance for all who seek to understand God's plan. For those who follow Christ, Israel's role has taken on additional meaning. Through Jesus, God's blessing extends to all nations, uniting Jews and Gentiles in a new covenant of faith. Yet as Paul explains in Romans, Israel remains integral to God's plan, and one day all of Israel will be restored to its place in his kingdom. So as we reflect on the journey of Israel, the Jewish people, and the identity that has endured through trials, exiles, and restorations, we see a story woven with divine purpose. God's covenant, established with Abraham, extends through history, connecting us all in a shared legacy. To understand these differences between Israelite, Jew, and Israeli is to glimpse God's grand narrative, a promise that encompasses all nations and invites us into a deeper relationship with Him. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration meaningful, please like, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're curious about other biblical histories or prophecies, let us know what topics you'd like us to cover. Be sure to subscribe to the Bible Stories for You to continue this journey of discovery, where each story uncovers more of God's timeless plan.